Okay guys, last chapter of Junie B. Jones is a beauty shop guy. This is chapter 9 and it's called Learning a Lesson. And she just went to her classroom after cutting her hair by herself when she had the little sprigs, she said. And her teacher gave her a hug because she found out why she was wearing all those hats. Okay, let's see what happens at the end of the book. Chapter 9, Learning a Lesson. Finally, Mrs. put my devil horn back on my head. Here, she said, this will be the only hat you'll need to wear today, I promise. After that, we went back into room 9, and Mrs. told a teensy-weensy fib. Boys and girls, may I have your attention, please? Junie B is starting to get the sniffles, and so I'm going to let her wear her hat in class. She looked at that meanie Jim. All day, Jim. She's going to wear it all day, and no one is going to touch it, she said. Not anyone. I jumped out of my seat. Yeah, Jim, you can't even touch it with your baby pinky finger, right, Mrs.? Right? Right, said Mrs. Not even at recess. Right, Mrs.? Right? Mrs. sucked in her cheeks. Yes, Junie B, right. And not when I'm getting drink at the water fountain, not when I'm bending down to tie my shoe, and not when I'm walking to the pencil sharpener, and not when I'm just plain sitting in my chair, and not when I'm working in my workbook, not when I'm practicing my alphabet, and not when... Okay, we get the picture, said Mrs. I smoothed my dress. All righty then, I said real nice. After that I sat in my chair, and I worked in my workbook, and I played at recess, and I went to the water fountain, and no one touched my hat. After school, Daddy came to room 9 to get me. I was surprised to see that guy. Daddy, I didn't even know you were coming to get me today, and so this day turned out better than I thought. Daddy stared at my hat. All of a sudden, my stomach did not feel good about this situation. He reached out and took it off my head. Then he quick closed his eyes. Lovely, he said. After that he picked me up, and he carried me to the car. I tapped on him. Did you really mean it as lovely, or was that a little joke? I asked, kind of nervous. Daddy didn't answer my question. Instead, he buckled me into my seatbelt, and we started to drive. We drove and drove for a real long time. Finally, we pulled into a parking lot. I looked out the window. Daddy, hey Daddy, is that the beauty shop? The beauty shop with Maxine, I said. Daddy took me right inside, and guess what? Maxine was waiting for me. She did a smile. Looks like someone gave herself a little trim, she said. I felt shy of her. It didn't turn out even, Stephen, I said, kind of soft. Maxine ruffled my hair, and then she put me in her giant spinny chair, and she sprayed my hair with water. After that, she snipped and snipped and snipped. Finally, she put gel on my hair, and she blowed me dry. I looked at myself in the big mirror. Hey, what do you know? No more sprigs, I said, real delighted. How did you do that, Maxine? How did you do that? Maxine winked at Daddy. Years of practice, she said. Daddy leaned close to my face. Years and years and years, he said. After that, he lifted me down from the chair. So there she is with her new haircut. There's Maxine behind her. And he gave Maxine lots more dollars. And me and him drove home again. After we got to my house, Daddy came into my room with me. He took my extra scissors off my desk and he put them in his pocket. Sorry, Daddy. Sorry I cut my own hair, I said. He did a sigh. I know you're sorry, Junie B, he said. I just hope you learn a lesson from all of this. I did, Daddy. I did learn a lesson. I mean it. Daddy kissed my head, because that guy still loves me. That's why. And after he left my room, I looked at my hair some more. It was the cutest hair I ever even saw. Just then, my whole face lighted up. Hey, I'm the one who got this haircut started, and so maybe I can be a beauty shop guy after all, I said, real thrilled. Tapped my chin. Yeah, only what happens when I grow up and I have to practice some more? What will I use to cut with? I looked at my desk very nervous. Then I tiptoed over there real quiet, and I opened my bottom desk drawer. I searched my hands all around that thing. Then, all of a sudden, I smiled kind of sneaky, because guess what? More extra scissors. Okay, the end. I hope you guys like that book, and I will be reading more. Okay, bye.